Hi everybody, welcome to Hashtag Total Markout episode 12. Thank you for joining us on a rather rainy day, I have to say. This is the 21st week of being on YouTube and Blip, and we thank you for joining us, so let me introduce the panel. He is the producer behind Undead Geek Entertainment, which has shows such as the recently debuted book, Mark. It is Dan, the Geek King Adamson. How you doing?
I'm cool, man.
Yeah, you cool?
Boom!
Fuck you. He is an indie wrestler, a referee, and the current Hashtag Total Markout quiz champion, set to defend his championship in 2 weeks' time on June 29th when he faces off against his teammate, Dan the Geek King Adamson. He is Erik Van Djismie, and the D is silent. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yes. Got
I
confused.
love being champion.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good.
Yeah, and I got confused by my own script for a moment.
That's fine. I want to be a two-time champion.
You've got a chance.
It's a retain.
Yeah, it's a retention.
It's a retain it. You're not going to fucking get another reign.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to win it first for you to get a new reign.
Not if I vacate it.
You can't vacate.
You can't do it. That's not how it works, dude. Anyway.
Always with a fucking vacate.
And I'm the personality behind the Wandering Angel Productions and author of Permit Me to Dream, available at all good online bookstores.
Bye.
The producer, Steve John C13. Now, this episode will be recapping WWE television from June 1st to June 14th. Also, we'll have the geeks you gotta watch and much more. So let's kick off with the WWE recap, and we start with WWE Raw June 4th. Because, let's face it, the SmackDown beforehand, well, we just kind of Triple Threat was announced?
Yeah, triple threat announced for No Way Out after Kane destroyed both D. Bryan. Oh, sorry, my boy D. Bryan.
Yeah.
As Booker repeatedly says, that superhero. He's not a fucking superhero.
With the greatest of ease.
In the lights.
I'm now interested in this feud. That's one good thing. Thank
And
you, Kane.
the best
Thank
in
you,
the
AJ.
world, CM Punk.
So basically now for No Way Out we have a WWE Championship Triple Threat match, which is going to be CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and the Big Red Machine, Big Red Monster, depending what you want to call him, Kane. So now Djismie is finally happy because now Kane's involved.
Hooray!
The voice.
You know they didn't pander to you.
No, I'm
It wasn't just you bitching. That's why they panned. They gave you Kane in there.
I never said it
we
once.
don't know how many letters of complaints he sent to WWE headquarters.
Oh, he was on the phone with Stephanie. Don't that bit, you know.
Yeah.
Why won't you get divorced and then we can see proper wrestling? And
Yay.
how's Shane doing?
And now,
sorry,
plans to everyone. It's got, for the wrestling purists, it's got, a gimmick guy, Kane, who wants to kill people. And Psycho AJ, which makes it soap opera-y. It helps everyone. Wrestling, not Punk, Bryan, two guys.
Sorry.
We can
wrestling.
We can relate to you. No, we can't.
It's a thing with you, right? Wrestling. Not wrestling.
Yes.
No. Sports entertainment. Not wrestling.
Well, we all know the reason why it's sports entertainment.
It's just me said he would kill himself if he didn't do it.
No, it's because Mr. Man didn't want to pay the tax. There's a tax on wrestling, but not on entertainment. So, yeah, exactly. So that's the only reason why it's sports entertainment. But the Djismie's very happy with that though. So let's not pick on Djismie.
Hashtag storylines.
No, well here's the thing. We get accused of picking on Djismie.
I'm just going to introduce this. If you're watching this and say you're maybe listening and you like to drink, or maybe you don't drink but you like to do sauces. I will introduce the next episode, the hashtag Total Markout drinking game. And I promise you one of them will be finish whatever you're drinking every time a hashtag is mentioned.
I like that.
We're going to be responsible for so many deaths.
If he mentions it more than once in the same fucking hashtag, take 2 drinks. If he mentions it 3 times with the same hashtag, shoot yourself in the head, it'll be easier.
And if he says hashtag after Dan says markout at the end of the show, hit Djismie with a hammer. It's not a part of the drinking game. I'm just asking you to hit him with a fucking hammer.
Do it repeatedly. It'll be fun now. More fun that way.
Record it and we'll post it on hashtag Total Markout.
Yes.
We'll get some views.
We're trying to get over.
But seriously, here's the thing.
Before
we get into the recap, I will just point out about this. Right, we all have a part to play. Okay, I'm the boss. So basically, everyone's allowed to hate me. I'm the Vince McMahon of Total Markouts.
Everyone hate you.
Okay, actually, that's not fair because I am actually always here.
I
Um,
told you I'm the Christopher Daniels.
yeah.
I've made more returns to this show than anyone.
I really took. I'd rather. I'm just trying to think. I suppose I'm the Triple H. Oh no, 'cause that's not fair. Because
Your nose isn't that big.
yeah,
Yours is.
Might be.
but I can't be the Stephanie McMahon.
No.
You can be the Paul Heyman.
No.
Basically, I am here all the time, right? and I'm the boss. So you're allowed to hate me. You can
You're like Vince in 1998.
Yeah, exactly.
He does everything.
Yeah. Whereas, Dan is a bit more like, say, someone a bit like, I don't know, Paul Heyman. Every time he's on the show, he's got something clever to say. It's always interesting to say hear and all that jazz. Although Paul Heyman was always on the show. Djismie, now Djismie's a bit different. I won't say he's like Randy Orton because, well, let's not go there. He's not like Randy Orton for the same reason he's not like Rey Mysterio, shall we say? And I could actually stomach watching Djismie wrestle.
He was gonna go to WrestleMania.
Djismie did.
Woo!
That's one thing he doesn't have in common with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio didn't go to WrestleMania, but Djismie did.
It's Djismie like The Rock. He's off doing other things when he should be here.
No, people like The Rock.
Yeah.
People like me.
But the thing is,
That's the thing.
I would say
You can't deny that.
He's the Miz.
Oh,
Whoa! Hang on, that's harsh, dude.
Okay, maybe not in the Miz.
people like me, Dan. You know it.
Well, basically, think about it. Djismie is a character that people like for some bizarre reason, but they believe we pick on him when really he invites everything that we throw at him. He is a heel. This is what you don't understand. Djismie is a fucking heel. He wants us to not like him. Why do you think at the end of the show he goes hashtag after Dan says mark out? He goes hashtag. I go total. He says mark out, and then he goes hashtag. Do you think he does it just because he wants you to hashtag? No, it's because he wants to piss us off. Especially this motherfucker in the middle, Dan.
And he does. He consistently pisses me off.
He wants us to do it. That's why we do. Because if we were nice to him for an entire episode, he'd think there was something wrong.
He's Ric Flair.
Woo!
Yes, he's Ric Flair.
He thinks he's God. He's not. He wants people to hate him even though they love him.
And if anyone criticises him, they think you're picking on him.
Exactly.
Yes, he is Ric Flair.
Woo! I'll take that.
Right.
That means I'm a 16-time world champion.
Yeah, sure.
And, that whole Space Mountain thing and going into a limo with your daughter and Viagra.
Yeah.
Rick.
Do recap. It's anyway. I didn't actually put the jingle bit in there, so I might as well do it now. 3, 2, 1. Do recap. And that was the jingle. Wasn't it worth it? Wasn't it worth 8 minutes and 30 odd seconds waiting for that jingle?
It really was.
It's a small graphic with a bit of music in the background. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, so we start.
If you've got any jingles in you want to send us, send them in.
But it's our little jingle.
It's
and that's what counts.
No one touches our little jingle.
No.
Wait a minute.
Hashtag copyright.
Okay, going on to Raw.
Raw, June 4th.
Anyway.
Why you talk about touching each other's jingles?
Monday Night SmackDown.
Hey! We never touch each other's jingles.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There would be if it was to us touching ours. There would be something
So,
about that.
WWE Raw, June 4th.
Maybe he was drunk and wouldn't expect it.
We have
Raw.
Basically John Cena coming out and he's bitching and moaning as he always does these days. And quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it. Not because it's Cena. It's not that. I'm quite appreciating Cena because he's talking sense. It's like anyone would have rehired you, Big Show.
At least ECW fans said it perfectly though.
Yes.
Same old shit.
True. And then John Laurinaitis comes out and he basically explains that Big Show isn't here tonight. Which, by the way, Big Show later appeared in a dark match at the end of the show. Oh, sorry. You got a gas leak. But John Laurinaitis says, in the spirit of people power, as opposed to in the spirit of fairness. I noticed that little transition there. I fucking noticed.
He actually said that on SmackDown as well.
Yeah. Says, you could fight any opponent of your choosing.
I want you.
Now, I like to say that before this happened, Michael Cole was in the ring giving a very schizophrenic interview of John Cena. Why? Because at the beginning, he was laying waste to John Cena and then saying, I've been your biggest supporter. That's like saying that, Djismie's been the biggest supporter of CM Punk. You know what I mean? It doesn't quite work. Just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. When you're spewing out the venomous bile.
I got a better one. G33K Dutch.
Hey!
But Djismie, you're not Dutch.
Hey.
You're not. Just because you support them doesn't mean you are Dutch.
I've done fucking wonders for him the last week.
Fuck off.
Oh, hang on. We're talking about football. That's not allowed on the show.
That's
Not allowed
illegal.
football on the show.
Yeah.
Only wrestling. You're a real sport.
Wait. That's illegal on that show.
Anyway,
What
see, the dog outside disagrees with you, sir. But anyway, so we have this interview with Michael Cole at the beginning, and he's berating John Cena. Then Lauren Hayes comes out and says Cena can pick any opponent. Who did not see this coming? Show of hands. Nobody putting your hands up out there? I didn't think so. Yes, it was John Cena decided to pick Michael Cole as his opponent for the main event of the show that night?
The main event.
Ooh boy. So, what happens? Basically, Michael Cole goes to the back. He catches up with John Laurinaitis. He's like, John, you can't put me in a match. You can't put me in a match. And John Laurinaitis goes, look, Vince McMahon will be here next week.
No, there was a rumour at that point.
Yeah.
It was
There's a rumour that Vince McMahon will be coming next week to do a job evaluation. I've got to look out for myself, And, then Michael comes back and he explains that now he understands.
Don't call me Johnny.
Yeah, don't call me Johnny. He says that he understands now. John Laurinaitis is just looking out for his job. And then he proceeds to spend the rest of the show bitching at people, saying, please don't make this happen. And what does he do? He calls John Laurinaitis and says, Johnny, if the boss just told you not to call him Johnny, stop calling him Johnny!
That's when you change it to John.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Johnny.
Oh,
Wait. Well, Michael Cole and Johnny get up to it in their own time, right? They're married guys, whatever. We don't need to know that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hashtag.
But, you're Mr. Laurinaitis. And by the way, can I just point out, this whole idea of, if anyone lays a finger on me, someone will be fired. Sheamus, Cena, just a few names out there, and they're still wrestling.
Yeah.
Continuity makes
Error.
nothing clear. Yep. So so we had this
We
whole.
need real writers.
Yeah. So this is going to be the whole.
You don't need writers, that's the fucking problem. You need bookers.
We need people who can keep a story continuing.
So basically, this is the big thing throughout Raw. The whole building up to the Cena Cole match. Yes, I'm serious. This was pretty much the emphasis of the entire show. The fact that it was going to be Cole versus Cena, because Cole was really playing it up, pleading to people, don't let us have, although I don't think I ever heard the phrase, my coal miners don't want this.
He said the people don't want this.
Yeah.
I am a coal miner, and I did want it, because I was looking forward.
Yeah.
Because I like to see Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the only person in the world who likes to see Michael Cole in skivvies.
But
his wife doesn't even want to see that.
But I was a coal miner before the first coal miner existed.
He really
yes.
was.
Thank you, Dan.
He was.
Are you trying to be a wrestling hipster?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
He'll be wearing the fake glasses soon, with
Yeah.
no lenses in there, and
Yeah.
wearing the shitty little tight pants. And...
This the super huge hat of
Yeah,
Christian, yeah. But I mean, I can't really. I know this is sad, but I can't really remember much of that show.
Well, that was the one where you had AJ,
Oh yes.
and she gave a smile at King.
Yeah.
Now everybody stop for a
That
moment.
was the King.
I'm
Non title.
I've got to increase our ratings a little bit. Everybody, just think about AJ and that smile.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Ah!
Now,
Ivory.
Ah!
China.
Ah! Stop it!
Dixie Carter.
Maria.
Ooh!
I don't find out that he went rude to Maria, not Dixie Carter.
For our special guest.
Who I've not made cry, thankfully.
Not this week.
No, hey, Kai did that, not me. But
You were involved.
But I had to do the apologising. I had to apologise to Dixie Carter.
I'm just jealous you got a DM of her. That boiled my piss.
Oh, there's a joke in there. I just want to leave the fucking...
I would.
I'm just.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna let that one play out.
So we got in the situation where you had Punk, Bryan, and Kane in the ring. Isn't that it? Oh yeah, because there was a match going on, and then Kane was.
Because it was Punk.
Yeah,
non-title.
Was it Punk Kane?
Yeah, non-title.
Yeah, there must be a winner.
Which that reminds
You thought
me.
it was the.
I thought it was a title
When you
match.
said you won't see Kane win tonight, I was like,
Well, this
No
is the
title?
thing.
Yeah, because on Friday,
Friday it was
title.
the title match.
And
Yeah.
they said there must be a winner this one. We assumed it was a rematch for the title.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Because when you say there has to be a winner, to me that screams championship match. Because it was like you're having a rematch from that. So yeah, it's a title match, surely. And then when Kane won, I was like, whoa, what? What? And then it's just like he won. Well, that'll give him great momentum. Heading no way out. I was going, huh? Did he win the title or not? And then it's like, it wasn't a title match, but they said there had to be a winner. But what is this?
It was just there had to be a
Sorcery!
There had to be a winner match.
But, it was like one of those moments where I was just like, have WWE done the impossible and done something daring and great?
And then we had that smile.
And then the smile. Because basically, AJ was in the ring, and Kane looked like he was going to attack AJ, and then AJ just shot him a smile, which made Kane just go, fuck this, I'm out of here.
When Kane walks away going, that bitch is crazy, you know that bitch is crazy.
Which just makes you all the more attracted to it.
Yeah, I love crazy chicks.
Do you dig crazy chicks?
I don't dig crazy chicks. I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
It makes a difference to having to dig them up, right?
Yeah, it does. And
Then-
wait a minute, before we jump ahead, am I wrong in thinking that if you get to second base by looking a chick in the eye, she doesn't throw up? Because I think Brian said that's not right, and I've always thought that's what happened.
That's one B.
We'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's always how I've...
Because nobody else is giving you one.
Yeah. We'll play that game, so we'll play that game.
I never said a word.
It's alright. Well, the thing is, he picks on you for this fictitious bald spot thing.
Thank you, fictitious. Hashtag fictitious.
Listen, I'm fucking blind looking at it.
Yeah.
The light's shining off that in the eyes.
I make fun of him for, his lack of partner. So we just got to find... You make fun of me for my height. So,
He does.
so there you go.
I told you to jump off a curb the other day and die.
Yeah.
Don't hang yourself off the curb. It's not right.
Yeah.
It's how we work, people.
It's how we work.
That's why this show works.
The funny
so
thing
well.
is, technically, I'm a heel. That's what I love.
But it's like TNA booking. It's your point of view.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a heel, but I'm a heel, so then I'm out healing you, so that makes you face.
Exactly. Which is weird, isn't it? But anyway, so we eventually get up to the main event, which, to be honest with you, I think is the big... It was what the show was all centered
Yeah,
around.
it was.
But no! John Laurinaitis has an ace up his sleeve. And at this point, Djismie suddenly started crying. And we knew why. John Laurinaitis comes out, you get your match with Cole in a... Was it no holds barred? No disqualification match. And if you beat this man... And out comes Lord Tensai. At which point...
Tensai.
Oh, sorry. We're no longer Lord Tensai. With Tensai, he pushes Sakamoto away.
Sakamoto.
Notice how nobody gets fired if you push Sakamoto. No.
I was hoping it was going to be Sakamoto versus Cena. Now that would have been a match.
Yeah, that would be
The
good.
kicks of death.
Yes!
Who are you fucking kidding?
By the way, Sakamoto, I love your kicks.
So, do you say that you get a kick out of him?
Yes! I get a kick.
Violet.
Yeah! Boom, boom, boom. Anyway. So, it's Tensai versus Cena, and the inevitable occurred.
No.
Tensai.
No.
Tensai got buried.
No.
It wasn't so much a burial. He got beat, right? It wasn't a burial.
It depends on your point of view. The problem is when it's Cena.
Yeah, but he had the majority of the matches, the dominant force. When Cena did his Super Cena comeback.
And there was still no need for Tensai to lose. So
But there wasn't any burial involved in it.
This is a guy who beat Punk and Cena in his first few weeks back.
I think
But that's
now
not
we're
a
doing
burial.
But now we're doing this to him. It's just bullshit.
my problem
Because nobody's getting behind him. And the people that are shouting fucking Albert.
The problem I have with this match was the fact that Cena, yes, it was a dominant match, but Cena didn't do anything special to overcome
He
it.
did the Super Cena.
For example, look at how he beat Umaga. God rest his soul.
Umaga.
Remember, you got the fucking turnbuckle
tied around his throat. We're still pissed off, but at least it was something different.
Yeah, it was like, okay, that's how you beat Umaga. You go balls to the wall. Whereas Cena just did his Super Cena shit, which is why, for me, it pissed off because that's what he does to every guy.
Well, it pissed me off as well, but it wasn't
Yeah.
burial.
Well, okay, well, we disagree about the term. but basically
I
10.
spit on that match.
Well, please don't spit.
That's not cool.
But anyway, Tensai got beaten, right?
Venom.
Which led to Cena versus Cole. Now, I think at this point, everyone was expecting Big Show to come out or something,
No.
but no, there was no real. Was there any? Did anyone? I mean,
Tensai.
Yeah,
This
Tensai-
is the bit that really pissed me off.
Tensai did the Tensai Ishiba.
Yeah, he came in, he did that, and then I'm like, pin him, Cole! I'm actually letting myself believe that Cole is going to get a pinfall on Cena. 2 count, Cena kicks out, and I just...
in fairness, it wasn't
Fuck that
a
match.
stupid belief because remember, Cole is undefeated at WrestleMania.
Fuck you!
Yes, he is.
However you argue it, I don't like it, but
Lost
it's a
the
fact.
fucking match, and then there's a mystery GM who's fucked off, so everything should be reversed.
Maybe that's Laurinaitis.
King won that match.
He didn't.
Unfortunately, the match was reversed.
Michael Cole is only 19 away from The Undertaker.
Oh, you can fuck off.
Here's a scary...
You're sounding like Miz now.
Here's a
You're
scary... I
sounding
was
like
just
Miz
going to
now.
say Miz is only 17 away.
You can fuck off as well.
But he's recording the Marine right now.
Wouldn't be a problem.
That's
So it
when he won't
happened.
be back for Mania, though.
Wouldn't be a
I love-
problem.
I
So
love-
it happened during his weapons training.
I love the fact that Miz is off doing a movie. Like, they think, right, so Miz isn't pulling any ratings on Raw. Let's put him in a movie. What?
So I let myself believe Cole was going to win. Cena kicked out, and I was just like, fuck this match and fuck this.
And
anymore.
I don't like that match purely because
I don't really see sauce covered in Cole.
What a waste of wonderful GR barbecue sauce. And I have to say, it is the best sauce I've ever tasted. Hashtag sauce it.
and the fact is,
Bye.
who in the not even Michael Cole's wife has ever fantasized about saying Michael Cole in his underwear covered in JR's barbecue sauce.
JR.
That's not a metaphor, by the way.
JR didn't even see that.
It's like, oh, can you just imagine the jokes go around? Hey, Cole, I heard you got covered in JR sauce, if you know what I mean. Oh, which, by the way, I have to bring up JR in the next when we talk about the next Raw.
Yeah.
We're moving on
Yeah,
to...
hang on. Honourable mentions on Raw.
Okay, go for it.
Ryback fighting Jobbers.
Yep. Awesome.
Jobbers should not be on Raw, but Ryback, you are awesome.
Yeah, do you know why, by the way? It's because none of the wrestlers want to face him.
Yeah.
Because I think he's a liability.
Yeah.
And I agree with them.
And
Oh,
Sin Cara versus Hunico. Sin Cara didn't watch on live TV.
Excellent match as well.
Hooray! Yes,
Well,
it
it's
was.
Hunico, so Hunico can get to match out with Sin Cara.
Yeah.
It was just Hunico. It was great to see these guys who weren't being used now being used. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
he lost to Sakura, but in a great match.
Yes.
So it was basically that match was all on Hunico,
Yes.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Just honourable mentions.
it is good to see Hunico, being used. It's
I
good
like
to see him in the
Hunico.
ring. I do like. I have to admit, there's a thing. I do like it when wrestlers dress more casually. I like the jeans kind of look because it's not every wrestler has to wear fucking tights for God's sake or
Damn right.
whatever or
Because you wouldn't.
I just think it's.
I don't.
I just think the whole tights thing and obviously shorts are being overplayed as well. It's just like it's good to see just jeans. I mean, I remember when Hardcore Holly came back and he was just like fucking jeans and beat the shit out of you. It was like okay. Tough look. But then when he got to the ring with the tights, you're just like, what the fuck, dude? You're not a threat. You know what I mean? Basically, all I'm saying is, I'm getting sick of looking at guys in tights. You know what I mean? It's nice that I don't have to, like, fucking, see that shit.
Okay.
Anyway.
SmackDown.
This one, basically, Alberto Del Rio was injured.
Too cool.
Yeah. Alberto Del Rio was injured after an altercation, with Sheamus. Basically, he got his head rammed into a WWE sign, which caused him to have a serious concussion. Now, that's what really happened. But the WWE don't want you to believe that's what really happened. They want you to believe that what really happened was he got a concussion from the Great Khali with the chop. Now, the Great Khali... The Great Khali's chop, right?
Great Khali hasn't been a threat with that chop since The Undertaker.
I like to point out, right? They want to say that the Great Khali used that chop and he got a concussion, man. Concussion. Yeah, let me remind you. The coach took the chop during the DX reunion thing, where basically Great Khali and the Boogeyman were all going to join
He was
DX.
so close.
He took a chop to the head and then he walked back up the ramp as if he had a mild headache.
Now, he just held onto his head and ran away.
Yeah. So either your storyline is bullshit, or you're trying to say that the coach is tougher than Alberto Del Rio.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but my point is, you have to admit one of them.
Coaches.
You can admit both, but that's just the point. And I am a massive fan of
The coach.
You know, so
Follow him on Twitter.
yes, hold on Twitter. Follow. It doesn't have quite the same ring as bye.
I believe it's coach with ESPN, isn't it?
Yeah. He tweeted.
Now, any more else to discuss with this particular SmackDown? Apart from like,
Kane, Sheamus.
I have to. Yeah, that was a decent match.
Yeah.
No, that was
Yeah.
that was right. What else we have? Drew versus Sin Cara was a great match again, and I have to say that I like the fact that we've seen Tyson Kidd on SmackDown.
Yep.
And this looks as if it could be a nice little feud of a match with Damien Sandow, who's doing excellent work as well, of just making himself so big and arrogant that you're going, someone get a hold of his head and squish it. Just kill him.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And then, of course, you had the whole JR Hornswoggle.
Now, I missed this. I just remember going on WWE.com and taking a picture of Hornswoggle dressed as JR. And
Well, that's how that started, how the Damien and Tyson thing started. It was a simple thing of Hornswoggle came out when they showed that Raw recap. Booker and Josh would take the piss out of Cole. Cole got on the mic and said a bunch of crap, and then you hear JR, Boomer Sooner started.
Yeah.
Out comes Hornswoggle dressed as JR. And he didn't do anything. He just said, let's watch that slobber knocker again, and laughed like a little kid. And then David Sandow came out, went to the podium, Tyson came out, Tyson scared him off, and then he jumped Tyson from behind.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that leads to Raw.
Now, Raw.
Where we have a...
No chance, because that's what you got.
The boss is back.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
All hail the Lord of McMahon.
All hail the name of Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
The Holy Vince is back, and damn it was good.
The God of McMahonism. And, do you know, here's a fun fact. You know the entire first bit up to the point where he even threw the thing off the stage?
Yeah.
All unscripted.
Really?
Yeah, all unscripted. Vince just got a microphone and talked.
I have to say one of my favourite parts is when Sheamus comes out.
Yeah.
And he looks at Sheamus and goes, whatever a champion.
Quality.
Whatever a champion. It's like,
just in case you didn't know
in case you didn't know what the hell was he better.
Just pandering to the other fans.
Whatever a
Everyone
champion.
oh, that's what a belt was, Vince. I didn't know.
My favourite line that Vince about said the entire night is like, you're the guy that had the wrong one-legged wrestler.
Yes. Oh, was that going? TNA will be on the phone.
Didn't he? No, they've already tried talking to him. They
had him.
They had him Tenacious Z.
Yeah, didn't last long, did it?
About 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But he did. He was in a battle royal.
He was in the X Division. Because he couldn't work in the fucking main event.
He has a beard now. He grew up. But
I like that guy.
He didn't really want that.
I don't.
But Chicago.
Vince McMahon basically came out and he pretty much said that someone was going to get fired. That was the big thing. But John Laurinaitis...
It was just let's have some fun with it first.
Yes, John Laurinaitis was pleading, and then Vince McMahon said basically that if he could have all entertaining matches tonight, it would help. Which forced me to post on Twitter saying this is the first time I've ever wanted shit matches on Raw.
It was an excellent Raw, though. I mean, some of the matches on there were great.
Oh, yeah.
The Fatal 4-Way. The Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Am I the only person who wants Dolph Ziggler to win the World Heavyweight title on Sunday?
No. You're not the only
have
person.
a feud of Christian for the title.
No. Title v title.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, title v title.
Yeah. But not too much.
But not unify them.
Dan, for once, all three of us agree. But the problem is it's not going to happen.
I know.
Because Dolph Ziggler is this is the sad fact.
Don't let it happen.
Dolph Ziggler is just a replacement for Alberto Del Rio.
Hey, Carly was a replacement for Edge, and he won the World Heavyweight title back in 2007. So replacement.
Chris Jericho was a replacement for Punk.
Yeah,
and won the Scramble.
So, you know.
Christian was a replacement for Edge.
Replacements win.
No,
it can happen.
That's 3 clear.
I'll even say it. # believe.
Dad.
Embrace the belief.
It can happen.
Yes.
It will happen. Please let it happen.
Replacements can win. History has proven that over time.
I want Ziggler to win.
Yes.
You want to bet?
No.
That's what I thought.
Professional wrestling.
He would, but I just want to find him here. No, I'm
Ziggler. We do every pay-per-view.
Look,
Every Rumble.
Dolph Ziggler will not win.
He might.
Do I want him to win? Yes.
Believe.
We have to learn how to cut that part of the show, so on Monday. We whack it on the internet. Dolph Ziggler will not win. But he will.
Yeah, good luck with that. Who's the one that edits the show?
That's what I'm saying, we have to learn.
This is why I'm the heel. Okay, I'm the boss heel. Okay, because at the end of the day, I'll just walk this entire show
like
to make it sound like you want to get into bed with JR. I can do that.
That wouldn't be that hard.
Watch. I want to get in bed and JR. There you go.
See?
Well, that's an exclusive.
Rather get in bed with AJ, Maurice, and Murray at the same time. But I'll get into the business whatever way I can.
I'll just reword that to make it sound like you want to get in bed with Carly and Cole covered in barbecue sauce at the same time. Which, by the way, we're just getting the sheets messy. Mind you, you're going to get them messy anyway, I suppose. Anyway,
no, but going back to Ziggler after that.
yes, he won't win. He should win.
He should win.
We want him to win.
Sheamus has held it since WrestleMania. You know, that's a decent run.
Oh, I agree. He should lose
Right? Yeah.
the title to Dolph Ziggler, but he won't.
Yes. But if he does, and then like you say, even if it's not title v title, which it should be, but not unify the titles, somebody should be double champion. It should be versus Christian. That would be an awesome feud.
It'd be a great feud. Great
And
matches.
somebody comes out double champion.
Yeah.
But,
and then tries to defend them both, and does it for a while, and then gets fucked over on a pay-per-view where it's like, whoa,
how
you've
did they
done
get
so
fucked over?
because you put them in both matches. They do an angle. They're like, whoa.
It's not a fuck over though, is it?
No, it's like, no, you've got two titles. You can
Well,
defend
unless they're like really face at the time, then people will say it's a fuck over.
yeah.
Or if they're a heel, the heel say it's a fuck over.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's a fudge over.
Over. Yeah, just
PG,
something like
sir.
that.
I've been, I
Anyway,
can't say screwed.
anyway, guys,
Sorry.
let's talk about how the
I just
show.
like double
We had some.
chances.
Basically, the matches were great.
Oh yeah.
We can't even. There's no point in us criticizing because they were great. They were great matches. But let's go to the first big moment after the beginning. It was, of course, Heath Slater on the ring going, "It's my time! It's my time!"
It's time! It's time! It's Vader! Time!
And out comes Vader. He comes out Vader. Well, I wasn't going to say here comes the Undertaker.
I have been working on that all week.
Yeah. Vader comes out. It's going to be Heath Slater versus Vader. And Vader, even the fans said it. You still got it.
Oh, for a guy who supposedly has a knee replacement.
What I loved is that earlier in the show, me and Dan had a disagreement about who we thought the best big guys in the business were. And Dan, you asked me to name one guy who was better than whoever we were comparing.
Yeah, it was Tensai.
Tensai.
I said, right now, tell me one man who's better, and he goes, I can't, but there are better ones out there.
I said I couldn't put their name. I couldn't put my finger on one. And then
It's time!
it's time! And it was just kind of like a big smile came up on my face. I was tempted to go, Dad, but I thought that's petty.
Yes, it was point I was off Twitter.
Yeah. Basically, just me and Dan had a bit of an argument on Twitter, as per usual, and so Dan left Twitter. Because Erik Van Djismie has the power of pissing off people.
Because it was 3:30 in the morning and my mum and dad were in bed.
Yeah. So basically, so we'll agree. And then after we have obviously the main event. Oh
No,
God.
hang on.
Whoa!
The
Oh, God.
match, a legend is back. Hashtag good booking.
Yeah, of course, hashtag Brew Brew. But I even,
how it should be every week.
yes.
I'm a big fan of Heath
But
Slater.
the thing is, WWE said they're going to bring back more legends.
I know.
I'll let them get out.
But honestly, I'm a big fan of Heath Slater. But as soon as I saw Vader, I was like, squash the fuck up. Because that's what should happen. Legend back, squash.
But can I say this?
Yes.
Huh?
You're saying that's how it should be every week.
Mhm.
Legends back.
Mhm.
You don't want an entire show of legends. What you want is moments like that.
Yeah.
Where a couple will come out, a bit of, something that makes the moment mean something. Because if you bring a whole show of legends the entire way, it means fuck all. Because all it is, it's like when you had the Blast from the Past Raw, excellent Raw, but by the end of it, you're going, well, you've seen all these guys already during the show, and a couple ones that are just standing there. What you want is them to be like Vader, the moment like Vader, where you legitimately go, "Fuck, that's amazing."
Yeah,
you don't want an entire
I would
show.
have had Vader beat CM Punk and Vader win the WWE title that night.
Yes, you would have.
That's how I would
But
have.
you would have fucking Jimmy Hart beat CM Punk.
I would.
You'd have AJ beat CM Punk because you don't like CM Punk.
No. Well, no, listen. Say it was Kane as WWE champion then, right? And Vader come out next week. I'd have Vader beat Kane, and I'm a big Kane fan.
That would at least make sense.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem when it comes to champions.
Full-time schedule.
No,
Yes.
here's the thing, right?
No.
There is a problem. You've got to look at.
Keep going.
No, you've got to look at the
Fuck
product.
Hulk Hogan.
Right. Look. You've got to look at the product, right? And you've got to look at. Obviously, every fanboy has their pick. For me, if I could have anyone to be champion, it'd be Batman. For fuck's sake, okay? That's the thing. It doesn't. I mean, we can't always cater to the fan base just because they want it. Sometimes there's things. I mean, here's another thing. Like, take Shawn Michaels. I wanted Shawn Michaels to be WWE champion again, but Shawn Michaels didn't want to be.
Didn't need it.
Christian didn't really want to be World Champion when he came out. He wanted to stay in the mid card, but the opportunity was presented to him because of Edge and all that, and he took it. So he was like, "All right, fair enough." But there are some people who just don't want that. Some people, so you can't. You've got to put all that into perspective as well, and then you got to look at, okay, can these guys go on a regular basis? Now, I've been thinking about the championship. Of course, you can get away with having a character appear on Raw, maybe wrestle a match in the 4 weeks, and then do the pay-per-view match. But again, the problem is, can their body withstand it? Vader had one great match. Well, actually, to be fair, it wasn't that great. It was good, but it wasn't great.
Well, I say,
and
for a guy who supposedly had a knee replacement, a
Yeah.
hip surgery,
And he is 57.
exactly, you know what I mean?
he moves quite well, but then you ask him to be putting in a match. I mean, especially if you put him in a ring with guys like CM Punk. Now, CM Punk can do fucking circles around that ring. Guys like Daniel Bryan, who I don't like, even though I don't think he tells a story in the ring, he can move around that ring. Now, put him against someone so like Kane, maybe, but then you've got two huge guys who can't lift each other. Let's face it, Kane ain't picking that motherfucker up for a choke slam, and that guy ain't picking him up for a fucking Vader bomb. Just saying, it ain't happening. So you've got these problems of compatibility. Now, ironically, I think the only people that could really have a good match with him are really small guys who can run circles around him, but even then, people right now that we have are we at the level to do that for him? Could Vader potentially come back and be the champion if the fucking stars on the moon align?
Do you know how long it took last time he wrestled?
Oh,
Was it the Wrestle Reunion at Miami?
yeah.
It took the guy, apparently, he said, it took me nearly 6 months to convince him to have a match.
Hmm.
And he goes, which means I'm rather surprised when I just seen watching Raw, and there he is.
Yeah.
The guy didn't want him to come back and wrestle, but he thought, I'd do it for the fans, whatever. Vince is obviously Vince made a phone call. He's obviously gone, well, I know I can still wrestle. I'll go out and have a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of these next ones over the next course of 4 weeks are going to be one-shot deals with people like Vader.
Yeah.
I mean, but you start off Vader week 1.
Yeah. And if you
Week 2, if it's below the Vader mark, and then week 3 is even below that, you're going to be sitting going, really?
I don't want to see the legends that we see at least like
Every fucking
so
month.
often.
Yeah.
I'm big fans of Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes,
Slaughter.
Terry DiBiase, but I don't want to see them. I want to see guys like I want to see Sid Vicious come back for one of them. My God, I hope it's Sid.
If he's learned to work better in the ring.
You don't need to. Chokeslam.
Chokeslam,
Big boot chokeslam powerbomb. That's how Vince did work.
That's all you need.
And I bet you Heath every week.
Great for Heath. I'd take Heath's job. That's fighting a legend every week.
Well, let's wrap up the Raw recap.
Well,
so
you still got the crazy.
Yes, and there was a match.
Crazy.
Oh, but we'll talk about the fatal forward quickly. Dolph Ziggler, as you said, won that match. It was a great match.
I was so happy when Carly got in straight away.
By all three of them.
But you know what was great?
Yeah.
I was still on Twitter at that point, and Gregory Helms, the Hurricane, turns around and goes, Carly wasn't even there for long and still hurt my eyes.
But basically, later on we had this big tag team match. It was CM Punk and AJ versus Kane and Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. Fuck the match. Let's talk about the important bit, shall we?
Yes.
AJ and Kane. AJ gives the smile, which even I was going, and I'm engaged, right? And then she leapt up and wrapped her legs around him. Now I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad, I'm so glad my lass isn't watching me right now because I'm sitting there just going, I'm so glad I'm not a Karen just because I turned on right now. This is awesome. And then she kisses Kane. Eventually, by the way, as Dan, you said, great job from Kane for no selling the kiss.
Yeah.
Kane did a Cena. He sold for shit. He did not sell for shit. Kane's just standing there with this beautiful AJ, on his face, and we're just like, I should rephrase that. He wasn't on his face, kissing him, right? And I'm there, both turned on and confused. It's like, but it's like if you cover your your left eye, it's like cover your right, It was just.
But what was great was the fact that she skipped around him first.
Yes.
Skipped around and then jumped on. He's sitting there going, what the fuck? You crazy?
You know what? I just want that moment as a little mini music video.
And then after the match, where she just sits down and does the CM Punk bit.
Yeah.
Just sitting doing the CM Punk bit, and Punk's looking going, did you do that on purpose? Am I losing my mind?
I was losing my mind.
I'm sitting going, are we all crazy? And she's sane?
No.
Awesome tag match.
She's crazy.
Not wrong with crazy chicks.
So now AJ.
Once again, let's give the viewers and us just a moment to think of AJ.
Let's get weird.
Hashtag let's get weird.
Jazz.
Ivory.
William Regal dressed in a corset.
With China.
Look, now I'm thinking.
Me.
Ah!
There you go.
I have to say now though.
Maria just walked into a room.
And I just dragged her out. Shut the fuck up.
But now, AJ also has a win over Kane and Daniel Bryan, and that's what the important thing is.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say it, right?
Yep.
Right. Brian, it's not once you go Brian, there's no point in trying. Although that was amazing.
No, it wasn't. It was cringeworthy, and that's coming from me.
Fuck you! You can't just because you can't rhyme your name with anything. And internet, Tumblr mainly, it's not once you've gone punk, there's no other hunk. Yes, Tumblr have done that one.
They could have gone worse.
It is simple. Once you've gone geek, everything else is just weak. And that, my friends, is cool and true.
Anyway, so.
Go on, you got any quick one that you can think of? For Djismie?
I'm fine. Djismie, enough said.
Really? Enough said?
Enough said.
No, with the power to, I don't know.
Not even a hashtag.
You've got the touch.
You got the power.
To turn?
No. Whoa.
So let's talk about the end of the show, which had Vince. We had Vince coming out to fire John Laurinaitis. Big Show comes out to make his case.
Call it!
Which, by the way, I thought was quite surprising, because initially I thought Big Show was just going to come out, beat the shit out of Vince, and that was going to be the end of it. But no, he actually said something which was quite intelligent.
I have to take back what we said in the last episode.
Yeah.
He didn't give a Big Show promo.
Yeah.
He gave him a good promo.
Yeah, because he turned around and said something which is very true.
Problem, his voice went weird.
He said something which is very true, and it's surprising because they didn't do it when Test had the Ironclad contract. I know you could fire me. Immediately, my drink was almost across the room, and it was like, what?
Oh, my Vince McMahon.
I mean, me and Adam were watching Raw together, and I was just like, wow, they admitted that. It's like, and then they said, but you'd have to pay me a lot of money for some of you to do nothing. It's like, well, that's true, but they fucking admitted it. That's the first small thing. So Big Show immediately established why he wasn't going to attack Vince there, and then all that it made fucking.
But then when he went through it all, and he belched. Sorry, you.
Yeah, it's like, and who's it? Like you. Yeah, me and Al kind of looked at each other and we're we're so glad we didn't have the surround sound on. You, yeah. But then Cena comes out and says nothing of relevance whatsoever.
Although I have to admit that he did say one thing that was rather kind of clever. Yeah. Was the fact he turned around and goes, "What if you lose, Chuck?" That was the thing for me. It was shows blamed everyone, and then it's like, well, yeah, what happens if you lose? Because it's Cena.
Yeah.
It's Super Cena.
Well, yeah, I mean, but here's the...
Super Cena.
But here's what
him. No.
here's what was established.
I thought you knew that guy.
You know, Vince McMahon then cut him off and said, "I'll tell you what's going to happen. If Big Show loses, then I'm going to be sitting at ringside, and then I'll be there with a microphone to say just 2 words: John Laurinaitis, you're fired," which is music to my ears. And every time Vince McMahon said that, I was in that room just going, "Yes!" I couldn't help it. It was an instinctive response. I was just like...
What was great was the fact that if you look at the footage and they keep doing it, Big Show punches thin air
What happened?
and then knocks out, supposedly knocks out McMahon.
Yes.
But whose fault is it McMahon's there in the first place? It's not Show's, and it's not Cena's. It's Johnny's.
Big Johnny.
Because Johnny then goes to stop Cena from attacking him. Which, surely that's enough for the board of directors to go, Vince, it's okay, we've got this one.
I love how Cena and Big Show just both stopped. React to each other and they're just looking at Vince and you're like, oh lads.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now we covered that. It's about time that we covered the upcoming pay-per-view, No Way Out.
New world order.
Right, No Way Out. So basically, I'm just bringing up the No Way Out card here.
No, there.
Thank you.
We're not in February anymore. We're in June.
We're not in February.
Ricardo Rodriguez!
Yeah, so basically, this is what...
That will trend worldwide.
It probably will. So basically, at No Way Out,
I love that.
a new match has been added. It is going to be the United States champion, Santino Marella. Or how do you pronounce it?
Santino Marella!
Versus Ricardo Rodriguez.
Or Ricardo Rodriguez!
But yes, it's going to be a tuxedo match.
Yay!
But the US title isn't on the line.
Boo!
Right. By cheer, who should the US title be on the line?
Yay!
Oh, there you go. It should Rodrigo win.
Yay!
Yeah, Rodrigo.
Roberto.
Yes.
Ricardo Rodriguez!
Yes, he should win.
Yes. I'll delete this entire segment.
He
I'll
is a
record
Jew.
over it.
Yeah.
I'll record over this entire segment. I don't care. I'm the boss.
No, apparently we have a Divas title match on pay-per-view.
What we do?
Yeah.
It says that Divas Championship match.
Lila Beth.
I've not heard that. Of course, the pre-show.
Brodus Clay versus David Otunga in a pre-show.
The Parasite.
Yeah.
The sycophant.
Yeah, it's just
I don't
like,
know what that is.
should Laurinaitis be fired? It would be a great job if you had a lawyer working for you. It's just like, dude, fuck
I
off.
don't even know what a sycophant is.
I have to say, I love the nods to the
It's someone
pasta
that
and raw.
sucks up immensely.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Call up your ass style.
I love the nods to the pasta and raw.
Oh, yeah.
The Regal
stop
kiss my ass.
Yeah, stop kissing. What type of man would do that?
And Regal's like,
No offense.
no offense.
And then the awkward silence.
Okay, so Beth versus Layla. What are we thinking? First of all, Brodus Clay, David Otunga. Any doubt that Brodus will win?
No.
There you go. So the tuxedo match. Is there any doubt that Santino will win? Because let's face
I don't know if it's non-title. That might make me think that Ricardo Rodriguez will win.
All right, Divas champion Layla versus Beth Phoenix.
I think that'll be another entertaining match. And
I think I'm going to go Layla myself.
yeah, I think Layla might retain it this time.
I want Beth to win. In all honesty, I think the way they use it right now is crap. But
It's Christian.
we'll see. Okay, the Intercontinental Championship match: Christian versus Cody Rhodes.
You're only smoking mirrors.
Versus Go.
This is the way that echoed in my ear.
Yeah.
Just reverberate inside.
I'm going to say Christian.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he'll drop it just yet.
No.
I think
Like
he'll
we
go
say,
to
it depends where the Dolph Ziggler Sheamus thing goes.
I think it's going to go to SummerSlam, these two. Cody win it at Slam, Christian, and then move back to the middle.
I can see Christian and Cody going to a ladder match at
Yeah.
like SummerSlam, something like that, you know? Very easily.
Both of them are very good about
Both,
matches.
yeah, exactly. Let's have the next one. The WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan versus Kane versus CM Punk.
I can honestly say here,
Yeah.
I'm going to win it no matter what happens. I love all of them, and quite frankly, it's whoever AJ picks wins that match.
I was just going to say,
I'm
going to say
surprised.
Kane via AJ.
I'm surprised she hasn't been made the special guest referee at this point.
Yes.
Because that would have been the obvious choice. Stop it!
She can skip from the ring. She can do.
Maybe she'll have short shorts on. No, she always wears short shorts.
I love that.
Dad, why are you pointing to your chest when you say short shorts?
I love when she was sitting in the middle of the ring. She just started to rock.
How many HBK t-shirts did I wear me for?
Yes, mini funk is
Yes, because Dad doesn't know how to be subtle.
I mentioned it before.
Yes, you said he wasn't here.
He is now. He's standing at the fucking door.
I think CM Punk is going to win this one. If CM Punk doesn't win, I'd want it to be Kane.
You still want that title reign ended, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Survivor Series, my God.
Anyway, World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, my pick on that's going to be Punk.
Okay. Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggler!
Yep.
But
Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler.
That is perfection.
I'm here
Now,
to show the world.
In chorus, who do we want to win?
Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Yeah. Who's going to win?
Sheamus.
There we go. Notice now you agree with me.
No, Ziggler. I'm still going to say Ziggler. I hashtag believe Dolph Ziggler will win.
And of course, John Cena versus Big Show.
Here's my point with this.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking main event.
Again,
we
still have not had a WWE title or a World Heavyweight title match main event in the pay-per-view this year.
With the exception of the Royal Rumble, it's been all Cena.
Yeah. And the thing is, I know all the stipulations of this match. But I can't say it.
Spoiler on SmackDown.
Spoiler on SmackDown. So you got to watch SmackDown to get the full story of this match.
But we can at least say it's a steel cage.
Yeah, it's a steel. It's like the John Cena versus Big Show steel cage. Who's gonna win?
On
Big
just
Show.
that there?
Yeah.
Show.
Big Show. Yeah.
Big
On
Show.
that there, Big Show.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen on Raw, show.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
they can't build him as a monster like this.
I'm not going to give my opinion.
I was thinking unless they do a JBL.
I'm not going to give.
Chucks them to the ring and Cena cross.
I'm not going to give. I'm not going to give my opinion because obviously, if I give my opinion, I've got to give my explanation as to why. So it could be Big Show, it could be Cena. I'm not going to explain why. But if you watch this week's SmackDown, you'll see that the entire game has changed. Okay, and of course, speaking of the game, we've got
why a steel cage match?
Triple H will appear at No Way Out, and he will talk about Brock Lesnar, his arm injury, the lawsuits. Stop rubbing your nipples.
That isn't me, by the way.
How random is that? Stop rubbing your nipples.
She's on the screen.
I'm taking
She's
her
not
off
looking
the
at you. She's
looking right at me.
She's looking at
I'm taking her off the screen. Right.
So, do we get any more bonus matches?
That's a WWE recap.
Ryback versus...
Ryback took out two jobbers.
No, we're saying about bonus matches.
Ryback.
Oh yeah, Brodus will be there probably. Anyway,
Brodus is in the pre-show. Ryback.
I don't care. Fuck them all. In fact, let's just have John Cena versus Christian in a tuxedo match, or Ricardo Rodriguez versus Sheamus for the world title and win. Okay? Ricardo Rodriguez could be the new world heavyweight champion. Then he could face CM Punk and become WWE champion, become the second ever new undisputed champion.
Yes.
You knew that was going to fuck up.
Yeah. No Way Out. At the end of No Way Out, Ricardo Rodriguez will be the new undisputed champion. Okay?
Right.
That's what we do.
Bullshit said.
Who will be the new undisputed champion?
Ricardo Rodriguez. And his brother Roberto will be there as well. As will Ricard. He's French.
Is it not time?
Whoa! We've missed something. Speaking of titles, the WWE Tag Team titles are truth. Now, is he injured? There's rumour he broke his foot. So what's going to happen with the tag titles? Are they going to get vacated? Is Kofi going to have to find another partner? Because Brodus Clay has to defend him on house shows with him.
Well, who knows?
So, are they going to do a Chris Jericho and award the other title?
Maybe.
I assume so.
Or is Kofi going to have to be in a handicap match against millions of dollars?
Prime players, which of course involves the big deal Titus O'Neil and Mr. No Days Off Dion. While
these two are coughing, let's go to our next jingle, which is the wrestling news. And we're back from that jingle again with every penny.
Isn't it the same jingle as before?
No, but it's got wrestling news instead of doing a recap.
Yeah. Do you not watch the show?
I do, but we should get different jingles.
Okay, I haven't watched it.
So you want me to get different tunes for each fucking thing? And I've already made them.
Actually, I was probably thinking the same thing.
I hate you both.
Well, I'm agreeing with
So does Ricard.
Boom!
Oh.
No. And then...
Can we get to the news?
Yeah, come on.
Right. Next week we'll be addressing the lawsuits by TNA and WWE. We're going to be addressing them next week because no doubt there'll be a lot more to fucking say about them. So let's first talk about some good news. And to that I go over to Dan, quite surprisingly.
Yeah, because I haven't got a death to report this time. It's a birth.
Correct.
The Hurricane, Gregory Helms, or Gregory Helms.
Thank you.
You know, as Jiffy Wolves refer to him.
What's up with that?
Exactly. Has became a father.
Yay!
I believe it was quite a long labour
Yes.
induced in it. And the newborn son,
Yes.
Sebastian G. Helms, Gregory Helms is the middle.
Yeah.
Just a quick thing, Gregory put on Twitter that his son
Yeah.
has a Twitter at Sebastian G.
Yes.
Helms, and he currently has, bearing in mind he's a week old,
Yeah.
1,715 followers. I don't really care about followers on Twitter,
No, I don't either.
but you do, Jiffy. And how many followers do you have?
149.
And how old are you? About 50?
Something like that.
And he's only done 26 tweets.
Stupid kid. Fuck him.
So you could actually say to Gregory Helms that we just said to fuck his kid.
I don't want to. Although I do think we should maybe, because he's got a P.O. box, maybe send him a hashtag total markout baby girl.
Yes! Yeah, we could send him some baby.
That would get us over.
Yes!
Which of course is available
Yes.
at the shop.
Yeah.
cafepress.com
press.com/total markout.
Bye!
No.
Now, I've said one really good news. On to the old man in the corner, Erik Van Djismie, for your piece of good news.
Yes.
When you say corner, which one? Because I am older than both of you.
No, he's like 80.
Alright. About 30 years and 5 minutes, dude. Tough break.
So you've seen the hair?
Fuck off.
I still can't see that!
I see it from here, man!
Man. Stop it. Anyway, another birth
Yes.
for a current superstar, Ted DiBiase.
Well, when you say current superstar, I mean,
Injured.
Hey, he's injured. He's still on the roster. Gregory Helms is not on the roster. There's a difference.
I was thinking
Oh,
more
I'm
like,
getting pissy now.
I'm not.
but no,
So
it's
it's like, you know, during his injury, at least he has something to celebrate. He's just become a father, and obviously with him becoming a father, Ted DiBiase Senior becomes a grandfather.
Thank you for that pearl of fucking wisdom.
Hashtag bring him back.
Although, you know, he hasn't called his kid Ted, so.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can't boo a name of a kid.
Just we can, and he has.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Maybe Ted DiBiase the third.
No,
You moron.
no, we're talking gimmicks. I'm already
anyway,
trained to be a wrestler.
In other news, there are rumours circulating that WWE are considering unifying the IC US title with you to drop the US title. Basically, they would want to keep the IC title defense for so on. But this is only a rumour so far. It's just that it's a widespread.
I love the past, but I don't want to go that far back where we only have fought 3 titles.
You'd have 3 singles, wouldn't you? And one.
Head's triple crown, like bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not even the. That's another thing I need to bring up later.
Well, but also, despite being buried or losing for 2 weeks in a row, the WWE office are actually praising Tensai highly. The only problem they have, as you said earlier in the show, is the whole Albert chants.
Yeah, people who like him cheer Albert, A-Train. I'm sorry, right? I'm going to the TV shows. When I see Tensai, I will not be chanting Albert A-Train. I'll be chanting Tensai.
But here's the thing, right? Can we start with it? Tensai spoke in English in WWE so far, yeah?
Yeah.
He did a promo where
he spoke Japanese as well.
He spoke Japanese, but he did a promo where he said, you know, I've done this, I've done that, right? Why don't we just have Tensai in a backstage promo say, I was once Albert, now I'm Tensai. Because then, at least people will go, at least he fucking said it. Because then people might be more inclined to go with the Tensai chant. Or even then, even if they don't, then you can still have a legitimate reason why the fans would be chanting Albert.
It's smart marks.
Yeah, but I chant Isaac Yangerman King.
Exactly.
I didn't just
You're the worst type of fucking mark there is. You're a dick who thinks you're fucking funny and chanting an ironic name at person rather than chanting a guy who's in the fucking ring.
I didn't actually. I even went up to him.
So that's not ironic.
Whatever.
I actually went up to him in the signing. You were
Yes. And he looked at you as if you were deaf.
He looked at us as he's going to kill us.
Exactly. You would be deaf.
If his eyes were machine guns, I would not be doing this show right now. But that's not the point. They should respect their former gimmick.
They should respect who it is now.
It is the same person.
You refuse to respect the person in the ring.
It's like,
because they've been
do you really
surprised.
think when I say Ryback Live, I'm not going to chant Skip Sheffield?
Because you're a dick.
No, because that's who it is.
It's not. The guy's name is Ryback.
Also, it's a new guy.
No.
We don't
No,
mention.
you shout the guys in the ring. You cheer for the name of the
Just
person.
showing you're a big fan because
No,
you
you're not.
followed his
You're
career.
showing you're a dick.
No,
A real fan.
you followed him from day one.
Yeah, so you chant the guy who's in the
It's
ring.
like when we're
Alright, so when you see Hulk Hogan, do you chant Hulk Hogan? Or you chant Terry Boulder?
Hulk Hogan.
There you
Because
go.
he's never been Terry Bowler in WWE or
But he was Terry
WCW
Bowler.
or TNA.
That was his former gimmick.
Not in a big company.
That was his former
We're
gimmick.
fine.
Right.
If somebody did that, if somebody chanted Steve Borden, fine, because he has been Steve Borden in TNA.
I was alright.
Fair enough.
What about the Warrior? You see Warrior, it's that Dingo Warrior.
Fine.
Yeah?
But that's fine because that's showing you followed their careers.
It's not. You're supposed to
Yes, it
respect the
is.
man in the fucking
You
ring.
are respecting the man for
No, you're
recognizing the
not. You're
past.
chanting Isaac Erik King. He's fucking King.
But that is respecting his 1993 gimmick showing you have watched that man from then till now and you know you're
Right, okay, guys.
You know
No.
Guys.
You can't.
Guys. First of all, you are deafening everyone. Sadly, there are two sides to this argument, so let me present them both to you. First of all, there is some side of respect by recognising the past gimmicks.
Thank you.
However,
There's some.
what I said, there are two sides, Djismie. That doesn't mean I agree with you.
No, I'm saying thank you for saying my part first.
Now, here's the second part. The problem is, although you may think you're being respectful by using the past gimmicks as a
You're a
champion,
cock.
what a lot of wrestlers will read into that is the fact that you don't care for what they're doing now. Which means...
Like, I don't know, Scotty Goldman. You refuse to call him Colt Cabana.
Because Scotty Goldman was the pinnacle of his career.
His name is Colt Cabana.
But it was Goldman in WWE. Hashtag big company.
What they fucking do? The guy's name is Colt Cabana.
And he is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
And that means fuck all right now.
It means a lot more than the titles you've won. Wait a minute, you've won fuck all.
No, that is irrelevant.
No,
But it is not bigger than the $1 million title right now. It is not bigger than the beer drinking championship right now because it is irrelevant compared to them because it
Show me
is
your titles.
me.
Right, hang on.
Yes, you.
Djismie, the problem is, though, you're going purely by your point of view with that one. You're saying it matters to no one. Well, unfortunately, it does, because whether you like it or not, people do watch it. Yeah, they don't watch it as much as WWE, but I tell you one thing right now. There are a lot of people who would rather be NWA World Heavyweight Champion than losing to Ryback on WWE. There are a lot of people who would probably feel like that. And the problem is, you're going by the fact that WWE is the be-all, end-all.
No, TNA and WWE.
Well,
Right.
the thing is, a lot of people would turn around and tell you that the TNA World Championship means nothing because WWE is much bigger, which they are much bigger. They don't have.
Glorified independent.
That's what it is. So the problem is,
10 years, not glorified independent.
Yeah, it is.
there are a lot of
TV deals,
there-
pay-per-view deals.
Oh my God! They've got TV and they've got pay-per-view. They stay in the same fucking building.
So, they're still on TV.
They can't afford the tour.
the point is,
But they do.
They can barely afford to pay the rent in Universal Studios.
right? The point is, the fact is, right? People do like other companies. I mean,
Uh-huh.
hell, CZW gets fucking ratings
Yeah.
somehow, right? But ultimately, you don't like the individual champion. That's fine. So let's bring this back to the original argument about past gimmicks. A lot of wrestlers will look at that. Some of them go, oh, that's pretty cool. They must have been following me for a while. But a lot of wrestlers will also go, oh, so you don't give a shit about what I'm doing now. Is that it? You know, because like when you go to Kane and you call him Isaac Yankem. Yes, he started out as Isaac Yankem, but he didn't win the WWE Champion as Isaac Yankem. He didn't win the World Heavyweight Championship as Isaac Yankem. So when you say that, it comes across as offensive because it's like what you did as Kane is nothing compared to Isaac Yankem. So you've got to be careful because some wrestlers will take offense to it. So like I said, there are two sides to this coin. And why am I the voice of reason on this? I don't know. It's weird. It's me and him supposed to argue. Dan's supposed to be Sweden.
I have two kids, two green,
Yeah.
right? Okay. When I went up to Kane and said Isaac Yankem, he was clearly offended. I get that, right? When we went round to Access and Stephen went round and went to all the guys who'd been in FCW and asked would he sign them the FCW names. All of them were happy. Wow, you actually watched me then.
Yeah.
Well, there was more of them than there has been ones.
Well, it's fair play, like I said. There are some wrestlers that are going to be offended, some that aren't. It's just that is that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'd take no sides in this bullshit because I don't give two fucks because I hardly chant anyway. My chant's going to be, what the fuck is that? And other stuff. As Mini Fun can attest to when he's got to see a live show with me.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. WWE deny that Ric Flair is headed to WWE.
Yeah, fuck off. He's going to be on next week.
Well, this is basically in relation to the lawsuit that they've been going on between TNA.
That was the only thing that stops him from debuting.
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing.
But really, do WWE need him? You think the only reason I would sign Ric Flair to a contract now is just so nobody else could have him?
Could be Dolph Ziggler's manager. That'd be good.
Well, we suggested this before, didn't we? Dolph comes in, he takes a hold of Drew.
Yeah.
Obviously brings Dolph. So you have Rick as a manager, and you almost do a new version
See,
of
that was one of my fantasy stables, you know? When you bring Ric Flair comes in, you get Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and I think it was Mason Ryan, I said? Tyson Kidd as well. And they create a new Four Horsemen-esque stable, you know?
Fortune.
No, not Fortune, because Fortune has how many different people in it?
7.
You know, whereas...
5.
Yeah.
4.
6.
2.
1. Pie!
Whoa!
Hashtag.
Have we all got Tourette's now? Anyway.
I'm just trying to get people drunk right now.
The last... the needed after that fucking argument. That's going in the description, you know, finally, Dan and Djismie have it out. You know, and last bit of news in the wrestling news, WWE shop closed down.
Ooh.
Now, do not fret, people. Basically, all WWE...
used it.
Still, it was there.
All WWE are doing now is basically for basically Euro customers, people like from England, Germany, France, all that shit. You know, basically, if you want to buy...
Come to Europe.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to buy anything from WWE Shop, you just go to WWEshop.com now. So basically...
It's just international.
Just massive shipping prices.
Yeah, it's
actually not too bad.
No.
I got my t-shirt not from it. It wasn't too bad.
No.
And that was the wrestling news. So, next... What?
It's just I'm going to take a minute before I start.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got a little bit of news.
Oh,
Alright.
Right, no, concerning we were talking about Triple Crowns earlier.
Triple Crowns, yes.
WWE had an article about the Triple Crown champions.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, over the years, they've changed the definition. To me, it should only be a WWE, an IC, and a World Tag Team Champion, which it was from the start.
Right.
Over the years, WWE have recognised new qualifications, World Heavyweight, and the WWE Tag Team titles.
US at one point, or was it still
No,
not?
still not the US and still not the ECW title. But within this list of the photos, we were going through them all, and they only recognised, again, the 3 original titles.
The main ones.
The main ones. So they've changed their...
Right.
Yeah, you what?
Punk.
Yeah. The quickest ever one.
Fucking sticks in his grill.
It really does. It was Nash's record, but never mind. So I'm quite pleased that WWE have reverted back to the original definition.
Yeah.
But who was out there?
Eddie.
Really?
Angle.
How could they type that?
Benoit.
Okay. Well, Benoit makes sense.
Angle
does as well.
Christian. Dolph Ziggler.
Kurt Angle?
And...
They said Kurt.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's it. But
Sure.
No,
they even
that's
said.
right. But the Grand Slam, I don't know if they're going to say the Grand Slam. Obviously, they don't really talk about that because neither European or Hardcore's around.
It just also means that Miz gets is one step closer. He just needs Intercontinental, and then Miz will become a Triple Crown.
So does Denver.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Denver needs Intercontinental.
That's annoying. That
it really is.
It's annoyed me for years.
I'm fine if he retires with not having this, but it's like Roddy Piper said. It'd be nice if he had it.
It annoyed me with him and Big Show, and finally Big Show got it this year. but it really sticks in me that I said these people should have it. So I'm just curious why they went back.
It's
I'm
probably
pleased.
just a decision they had.
Yeah. Maybe it's just trying to erase Benoit a bit more.
To be fair, though, we're talking about article writers.
Yeah.
Let's face it, a lot of article writers probably just make their own definition.
Apparently,
You know what I mean?
in the new Encyclopedia, Benoit is featured again.
Again, yes.
And another big
Well,
Yes.
Vincent Mann even said it'd be stupid to not recognise the fact that he was around, but we don't have to glorify
Yeah.
it.
They put in the first one, he's a full page spread nearly. He's got his full page to himself.
So?
Apparently, it's the same in this one.
Oh.
When people like, who was it? I was really shocked that a little small.
Oh, yeah.
There was a few of them that had a little small.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton had a little small piece of.
Whoa.
He could have a few.
No, but this was the time. This was like 4 years
This is when he was a
Yeah.
good boy again.
Yes,
I don't know if you've seen the encyclopedia.
No,
No.
I never give a shit about them.
It's cool.
But Randy Orton, as we know, Randy Orton's in a lot of trouble right now because of the 60 suspension. He may not even get his job back because his contract is a 10-year contract, right? But the jury officers are saying that they can't justify paying him a main event contract when he will probably come back as a mid carder for what he's done.
Yeah.
And this is the second violation, so it's 60 suspension. And Vince is apparently pissed the fuck off.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people campaigning for him to be removed, apparently, like
Yeah.
the Golden Boy, John Cena.
Which is weird because he's best mates with him.
Well, John Cena. John
Bigger
Cena.
picture, though. Bigger
Yeah.
picture.
But anyway, like I said, that's the end of the news. So we're going to go into You Gotta Watch. And you know what? Seeing as you're bitching and moaning about the fact that all the jingles are the same, I'll give this one a different tune. In fact, I'll give this one.
No.
I'll give this jingle the theme to bookmark, shall I?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
If that one gets one, I want hashtag Fan Corner getting a different one.
Fine.
I thought you fucking said
Fine.
It is. I came up with hashtag Fan Corner.
I get the questions!
I came up with the name. I said we should get a Fan Corner.
Perfect. This week we'll do a temporary new one for Fan Corner. Then Adam, the mini funk, who's actually behind us because he's been listening to the show as a personal guest of ours, he will make a brand new theme for hashtag Fan Corner.
Thank you.
So let's go into the brand new jingle of You Gotta Watch. See, you're happy now?
I am. That's much better.
Good. Excellent. So, Dan, You Gotta Watch.
Over the last couple of ones, I've done a few different ones. I did a trilogy special,
Yes, you did.
a gimmick special.
You did.
I thought I'd continue special and go for, those guys you just want to hate.
Jismie.
Me.
Heels.
Hashtag heel.
I'm going to give 3 heels in a period of time when they were the most hated in the business.
Jismie right now.
Well, kind of, but he's not in this list because he's just not. He's never been in a big company.
I haven't. And I admit that, though. I can admit that.
And once again, he's walking all over my segment.
Yes, I am.
Just because he hasn't got a segment. Because he couldn't be asked to think of a rock fact every week.
But
You wouldn't let me do rock stats. That's quite annoying.
no, the fact is, it's not that he can't come up with a rock fact. He thinks that all he has to do is show up every once in a while. So he just throws in a rock fact once every 4
No,
months.
I
And it's
wanted
fine.
to do rock stats, and I've even been talking about viewers from the show that said, I thought you were going to come up with random rock stats from his matches, his titles.
Well, maybe we can work on that.
Well, thank you. I would
Hang on,
prefer that.
I never said you couldn't.
No, when I did that, you said, no, it has to be Chuck Norrisy. Well, a lot of people have said, we've already heard those jokes.
No, I didn't.
You made them Chuck Norrisy.
I did them because you couldn't come up with anything.
I said I wanted to do stats, and you're like, no.
I
We
didn't
need rock
say-
fact. Go back to it. Go back to it.
Right.
Just get on with it.
Can I have my jingle back?
You can.
Right,
3,
2, 1.
and back to you.
So, once again, heels. So, the 3 heels I've chosen for this heel special is, well, I'm going to go in order of my opinion when they were the great heels. Number 3 is the most recent one. And it's a man that I know I like, no matter what he does. I believe you enjoy his work as well. And a man you can't stand, Eric.
No. That could be quite a few people.
No, in the year 2000.
Oh my god, I'm out.
Punk?
No. In the year 2000,
I'm out.
the game, Triple H.
Ugh.
More importantly, I'm going to go WrestleMania. When he was the McMahon Helmsley era, was right on form. You had nobody in the business that was as hated as Triple H when he was the boss. And to attest that, Erik Van Djismie can't stand the man from then. I was tempted to go to 2004.
Oh, good God.
However, I went 2000 because that entire year was really Triple H coming into his own, and the man was despised, he was hated. And the fact that if you look at his rivalries during that time, it started off with Mick Foley, or Cactus Jack he was called originally, and during that point of time.
Yeah.
Then you went to The Rock. Then you went to, I believe was another one point towards the end, it was Angle.
Yeah, but in between that, there was Jericho. There was
Benoit. And then at the end of the year, he was Austin.
Yeah.
The little thing going with Austin.
And then everybody.
And then everybody wanted everybody. Exactly.
6-man Hell in a Cell.
So we went, well, you got that. Now, you can see the hate in people and the reaction in people when all you do is you mention a year and a name and somebody curls up and dies a little bit inside.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, and this one is kind of linked to the next one. Earlier on, I believe the year is 1995, and we're in ECW, and the link here is Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack was despised because he did the one thing that in the land of extreme you were not told to do. He renounced hardcore because in the legendary promo he's seen the sign King Dewey, who was only I believe a young kid at the time. I'm not entirely sure what age he was. I think he was really young. And the man decided, and how do you get a crowd that loved you at one point to hate you? An ECW crowd is rather simple. You go out there in the middle of the ring with an airbrush t-shirt that in the front of it has Eric Bischoff's face on it, and on the back, please forgive me, Uncle Eric. You then tell a man who is not yet the legend that he will become in ECW, but not far off it, Tommy Dreamer, that he should leave ECW because hardcore wrestling and the Philadelphia fans will kill him. Now, there's a lot of things that Foley has done over the years when he's been a heel that has made people hate him. In 2006, he joined up with Edge, which was an excellent run. Mm-hmm. He faced off against. Sorry, 1 minute. He faced off against the Undertaker with Mankind and turned Paul Bearer against the Undertaker.
He did.
And there's just those moments where you want to hate the guy, but the reason he's not number one is because for every moment where you wanted to hate him, like when he joined the corporation with McMahon, he gave you an entertaining moment that was funny why you hated him. For every beating of JR, there's a Socko. For every turning of Paul Bearer, there's a Rock and Sock connection. For every anti-hardcore promo he did in ECW, there is a title win against The Rock in '99. So that's why I can't give him the number one spot, and because, to my opinion, the number one spot is the single greatest heel that has ever been in the business, and there has never been one better than him. In 1984, Roddy Piper. There was not a man in the business that was more hated than Roddy Piper when he came out, grabbed the gold or platinum disc, whatever it was, and smashed Captain Lou Albano's head over.
No need.
Not only that, he then goes and kicks Cyndi Lauper, drops her manager, and forces Mr. T to get in the ring, and then says, "I'll knock you out," and runs away. For a man who was that tough and could walk into a building with a skirt on, I know it's a kilt, but it's generally it is a skirt, and you are legitimately scared of him because you don't know what he said. And it's not even that. For the first 4 months, he didn't talk. He didn't wrestle. He talked. You hated him because he was that good with a mic. You couldn't do anything about him.
And girls just want to have fun.
And he didn't want to see them have fun.
No.
But more importantly, he's the only man Hulk Hogan's never pinned. And he will remind you of that of every moment he can, because he is the hot rod. A man who you loved to hate, but hate the fact you loved to hate him.
Yeah.
He had you screaming that he'd get beat. And then what happens? He turns face. And instantly as he turns face, all is forgiven, Hot Rod! The man who could simply talk you into the building, as good as, in my opinion, as any of the greats on the mic, the Dusty Rhodes, the Ric Flairs, the Hulk Hogans, the Rocks, the Stone Colds, even now the Cenas. He can talk a man into a building. The Punk. As much as the man could talk you into a building, majority of the time from 84 onwards, you went into that building because you wanted to see him lose. You wanted to see him get his head kicked in. And when he didn't, he usually did it without cheating. And to me, that is the greatest type of heel, a man who can just simply talk his way and back it up. And more importantly, if you can go against Mr. T and make Mr. T look good, you're a good heel. And that is you gotta watch.
Hey, Mr. T is undefeated at WrestleMania.
Mr. T's a dick.
2-0.
There's some good choices there, so let's just roll right on to hashtag Fan Corner. And it's hashtag Fan Corner. Now, Dan, do we have anything for hashtag
We have
Fan Corner?
a couple of questions.
Okay.
One is from Twitter, at Cena's Lesbian Lover. And Anna asks, what is the best moment of the year so far?
Of this year?
Of this year. From January onwards.
Best moment of 2012 so far in wrestling. Well, 2012 obviously incorporates WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So for me, I've got to be a bit of a twat and go for the end of an era stance at the end of the match.
Yeah.
With Triple H, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels up top of the rope. For me, that was the best moment of 2012.
Yourself,
Best
Eric?
moment there. Obviously, being at WrestleMania myself.
Yes.
I'll just drop that in again.
Well, that in itself is the best moment
Yeah.
of...
Well, obviously, but if I have to pick one moment, being a dick again, it has to be Rock being John Cena.
That's fair play. That's
You know
fair
what I
play.
mean? I'd never seen The Rock live. I'd waited since 1996. Pin Cena, he won. I got really,
Your
really
girlfriend's not going to
excited.
be happy with you.
It's just
I was making one person called Cena's Lesbian Fans, and I think of that.
Yeah. What about you, Dan?
For me, it's probably... it's very much... It's not a moment. It's not so much a moment, but a part of a match.
Uh-huh.
WrestleMania again, Hell in a Cell at the end of the era.
Yeah.
It's the moment where Taker kicks out after the pedigree. I was so worried. I was like, they're not going to do this to me. Sweet chin music, pedigree, 1, 2. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Any more questions?
Yeah, as a follow-up to this, she also asks, what is the worst moment of 2012 so far?
Worst moment of 2012. That's an interesting one.
It is.
Worst moment of 2012. Seeing Michael Cole covered in barbecue sauce is a pretty high fucking ranking on my list. Worst moment in wrestling of 2012. To be honest with you, a lot of Elimination Chamber comes into mind because I thought that was a dire pay-per-view. I'll probably go with Daniel Bryan winning the Elimination Chamber at Elimination Chamber, obviously. Just because that match had all the build and then it did feel like a big disappointment at the end. You thought, because I would have been happy for Santino to have won and then lost it, because I don't think Santino could have carried a WrestleMania world title match.
Hey, anybody could have carried in 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
But we didn't know that was going to happen. Foresight's a good thing, So, yeah, I'd probably say that. Daniel Bryan winning Elimination. Not because I don't like the guy, just because it felt like such a great disappointment to what could have been a pay-per-view that ended on a high. So, yeah, I'll go with that.
That's one of the moments as well, like, but whatever you think, biased or not, CM Punk versus Bryan, it over the limit. My God.
Fair enough.
So fucking boring.
And Dan?
They were hashtag bad booking.
Yeah, professional wrestling on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
There's no need for wrestling.
There's no need for them two styles to clash. It was like I said about Angle Benoit. Another example where I couldn't stand would go to TNA. Desmond Wolf, Kurt Angle, bored the shit out of me. So it's not just at them
Yeah.
two.
I know what you mean. You don't like two.
I don't like
It's
two
like putting-
purists. That's a
For
purist.
you, it's like putting North and North together.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
Myself, worst moment. I mean, I could go with the 18 seconds. I was pissed off at that because them two had a really good match.
Right.
But for me, it's got to be that ambulance match at Elimination Chamber.
Oh god, that was a train wreck.
That's just, it was like, no, you should have cut this into 10 minutes and then been done with it.
That was an abortion.
And the fact that, that's the moment, but something else that pisses me off is the fact that, like, as we mentioned before, the WWE title is no longer the main event, or any world title is not longer the main event.
This year, that has not
It's Super Cena.
Yeah.
Fair enough, the Rumble.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I mean.
we-
We understand the Royal Rumble.
We understand the Rumble.
Yeah.
Every
And
other
I'm sorry,
and I even
WrestleMania,
understand WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, that was built to be the main event, but in my opinion, the main event should have been end of the era.
Nah.
Yeah.
You couldn't have built the Rumble for a year and not made him the main event.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying that should have been
Yeah, but
that was the match that should have ended the era, because after they walked out, I can only imagine the crowd sat there when that would have been the perfect thing to end WrestleMania and then for it to stop.
But the problem is, you had The Rock there as well, so
Yeah, I mean-
that's the argument you could have for days, if not years. Any more for Fan Corner?
I don't have any questions. I don't know if yourself has any questions.
have we had any late questions on Twitter?
No, I
No,
haven't
fair
checked.
enough, which means we need your help, guys.
Although I do have some suggestions for Fan Corner.
All right.
Obviously, this is Fan Corner. It's not just for questions. It's for whatever you throw in. A request is okay. A request is with Raw being gone to its 1,000th episode. Can we, in a future episode, nail down our greatest moments of Raw of the 1,000 episodes? But could we do it in years? Not like just one from each year, but could we go say as a this is one chunk, and we name like our favorite moments during those years?
So,
Just from the episodes of Raw, though.
Yeah, just from
Yeah.
Raw.
well, I mean,
So
we
like
could,
93, 96, 96 to 97 or whatever. You know?
all right. Well, we could do we could do that. We could do that, but it would be probably across a few shows.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah. All right. We'll make it a brand new segment starting from the next episode, shall we?
that was a suggestion. Another
Greatest Raw moments.
Yeah. Another suggestion was, which I answered online, hopefully we won't have to change our answer here, was are we going to do our favourite moments for certain, like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumbles and stuff like that, as we did before? I said we'd probably do that closer to the years.
Yeah,
Closer to the
it
event
makes more
itself.
sense to do. We can start doing our favourite moments of a pay-per-view as we come up to the pay-per-view. So we can do that, but as you said, it'll be close to the years. To the pay-per-views.
Also, another one is actually a question I just remembered there. Sorry, it did come up anonymously. Was with the new season of NXT next week.
Yep.
Is there anyone from that you've seen in the FCW roster, because it is pretty much FCW, that you're excited about watching?
Xavier Woods again.
Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's Creed. Is anyone else still other than Creed? So maybe you haven't seen that you thought was cool.
Is Husky House going to be on that? Obviously,
Yes, Brian White is on
Brian
that.
White.
Him,
Brian White.
him, definitely.
But again, like you said,
Definitely. As long as they let him do what he's doing.
He is.
So,
He's doing the same
yeah.
gimmick.
is that Big A Langston?
I believe he is. It looks that way.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, it was the two that was shown on NXT this week. That there was a little video prior them to obviously Brian Wyatt and whatnot. It was Bo Dallas, the former Bo returner, and Richie Steamboat.
Yes, of course.
Because Richie Steamboat is, I've seen a couple of ones, is a chip off the old block.
And of course, people like Eli Cotton will be there because he asked for his release.
Yep.
So he's gone.
Eli's gone.
But I look forward to that.
Yep.
And that was.
Eli. We'll remember the mustache. Or at least like me and Dan.
So,
at least me and Dan will remember
all right.
the mustache.
in that case, let us go to the final segment of the show, our favourite segment and yours. It's hashtag shameless plug. Right, so hashtag shameless plug.
That's the same one.
That's that same music again.
I mean, how would you?
Howie.
Oh, all right.
I know we're cheap, but we shouldn't be that cheap.
Well, you know how we could afford to do better jingles?
Please tell us.
Well, if people visit our store at, cafepress.com/total markout and buy all of our hashtag total markout goodies, like the special, the special water bottle that I drink of today. Unfortunately, people can't see it, but we'll put pictures of our products on this video.
Bye for life.
Of course, we have total markout t-shirts and vests, which I own, of course.
Bye.
So yeah, they should visit that. And of course, if they don't have time but they like to show support, then maybe they should visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/total markout. Or if they wanted to, they could check us out on Tumblr at totalmarkout.tumblr.com, which is run by who? Oh, it's a sexy beast in the middle here, Dan the Geek King Hansen. Speaking of Dan, you can follow him on Twitter at Geek King, which is G33K_King. Easy to remember. And of course, you've got Erik Van Djismie over there at Erik Van Djismie. That is E-R-I-K. Yeah, it's a K, not a C. VANDGISMIE. And the D,
follow.
And the D is silent.
And follow.
I'm begging you, get your own gimmick.
No.
And there, of course, is me at Steve Jones 313. Those are the numbers 313. So Steve Jones 3, number 1, number 3.
Embrace the Twitter.
Indeed. And of course, if you're watching this on Blip, then follow us. Check out my YouTube page at youtube.com/user/RodrigAngel. If you're on YouTube, then check out our Blip TV channel at blip.tv/total markout, where you can get all our episodes in bite-sized chunks to make them easier for your uploading and easier for your viewing pleasure. And that's pretty much everything we've got this week. Once again, thank you for your questions. We need more questions. Get them sent to us. You can visit our Tumblr page, or you can bother us on Twitter if you just want to send the questions directly. Now, next episode, we'll also be doing all this jazz. We're talking about the 1,000 episodes. All that bullshit is going to be great. But also in the next 2 weeks, we will be having the hashtag Total Markout quiz. I want to thank, I believe it's you, Get Gut, who sent in a lot of questions. It saved me a lot of time. Thank you very much. So basically,
between them two, I don't know anything.
Oh yeah. So basically, if you get the questions wrong, you disagree with the answer. Blame him.
I will.
Not me.
And don't worry, he knows I will.
Right?
He knows I will.
But it's time for us to sign off. Now, just before we start, I want to point out, the show's called hashtag Total Markout, not hashtag Total Markout hashtag. Alright? And if a certain somebody gets it wrong again this episode, don't worry about editing him out. I'll kick his ass for him. So, we're going to try this, okay? This show is
hashtag
Total
Markout!